Okay, I think it's recording, so whoever's over there, hello and welcome. This is my walkthrough of my project number 2. This project has to do with Sinatra and ActiveRecord and CRUD and REST and the C and all of the above. We're basically is very comprehensive with what we were been doing about Ruby, and now we're like adding way more stuff about it. It's pretty cool. So the concept of the project, what we had to do was basically create and have a website, something that allows you to keep track of something that is important to you, or well, this is not as important to me, but it's something that I would like to keep track of. Is the one that I created is basically, it's called BingeGod, and what I do is basically keep track of my TV shows, or the users' TV shows of like favorite, and then you'll be able to log in, create your account, and do whatever you want. But yeah, so this is basically the GitHub right here, and as I said, like, this is a README. It will explain everything. So yeah, so you'll be able to sign up or log in, and then you'll be welcome, and you should be able to see all your shows if you created it, add new shows, navigate to each individual show, edit them for more seasons, modify the name, channel, whatever you want. And you'll be able to post those changes, and if you don't want to watch it anymore, you can delete it. And of course, you can log out, and then once you log in, you'll be able to recover all everything you had. So the first thing you should do is you go in here, and then you will clone like that, and then you will go to your whatever you're using to program, and then you will say git clone, and you will clone you copy and paste the address as I did here. I'm not gonna do it because I already did it, so I don't want to mess up right now. But yeah, so this is basically my program. This is how you start it. Once you clone it, you will run bundle install like I'm doing here right now. There we go. That was pretty fast. I was not expecting that fast. But once you're in it, you'll be able to just run your shotgun, and you'll be getting this address, which I like to copy and paste because it's much faster. For some reason, it doesn't like when I click on it. So let's just go with it. So there we go. We're online. We have our BingeGod home or / index page, where we'll just welcome you and tell you, okay, so what would you like to do right now? So let's say we're a new user and would like to sign up for the website. So we click on it, and now we see this. So we would like to have our name. Let's see, what's my name? It says Toby. No, that's too much. Michael Scott. Yeah, I can't type. Sorry about that. Michael Scott. And then I'm Scott. Whatever. And we put a password in. So there we go. We're signing up, and there we go. So we're in. So it will welcome us, and now we'll be able to see our shows. Let's say if we can see our shows. Well, we have nothing there, so we need to add a show. So what show should we add? I think The Office, right? So we say the number of seasons, and we put like Netflix or whatever we're watching it, and should be up there. And there we go. So we can like go into it and see all the stuff. Let's say the office change channel. So it will just go back and say, okay, let's say now it's NBC. So let's see the changes, and should be able to see all the changes as we see here. And we can go back to our shows, and there we go. At the office, let's say we want to add a new show, add whatever. Sure, let's add Catfish, seasons 7, MTV. There we go. So there we go. We should be able to see our shows and go into them. These are shows right here. So let's say that's it. That's all I wanted to do for now. Oh no, I forgot. I don't like Catfish anymore. So we can just delete it. And we have all of our shows that we're watching currently, and the one that we deleted, we don't see it anymore. So we can just, if we wanted to, let's try logging out. Let's see real quick if I get into my rake. I want to see if it saved the user. So this is all the users that I've created. And there we go. That's our Michael Scott one. The one we just did. That's pretty cool. You can see that the password is encrypted. You can see when we created the thing. You can see if we updated it or whatever. These are all the other users that I created over the time. So that will give me a good sense of it. So here we go. We go back here. Oh, here we go. We can see all our get and pause requests. Making sure, see that we have our shows, our new/news. So like that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to hard edit. This is the RESTful API that we can find right now. Like that, this the RESTful part of it. We have the MVC here, as we can see. We can see that I have my models, which are my user and my show. The user has many shows, and a show belongs to a user. And we have our application controller, which is pretty much general, index, home, and I have my helper methods here. One that it tells me if the user is logged in. This one, the current user, is probably the more helpful that I had, which will find the session and remember everything basically, and return to the user all the information that they previously entered. And here we have our authenticate method. So we have our show controllers that basically gets and posts all the shows and all the new shows and edits the shows and deletes the shows or whatever they want. We have all our get requests, our post, patch, and our delete, which and we have our shows ID. And we have our user controllers that basically we can get our show, get our login. We'll get a new login page. We will get our we'll get our form, and after that we get into the form, we can like create a new user with a sign up, or we can log in, which we're gonna try now. So we have our user sign up and our logout, which I put under each website on the layout, you'll have an hyperlink to be able to log out wherever you are once you're logged in. So if we go to the login, we can try logging in with Scott, which it was the one that we created. What's the password? Office, I think. So I hit login and hopefully we'll get in. And there we go. We can go into our shows and we should be able to see, yep, there we go. We have our office shows and everything that we have previously. Even the channel changed as we patched before. So we can log out, we can create a new show if we wanted to. Let's add a new show if we wanted to. Let's go to add a new show. And let's put Friends, 10 seasons, I think, Netflix, and we can add new shows when we logged in. And sorry, it's so slow. There we go. So now we can log out if we wanted to. Now let's say I forgot my password. Let's say I don't remember my password. So I put the wrong password. We should be getting an error saying wrong password. Yeah. I'm not telling them what exactly went wrong. I'm just telling them the combination is wrong. So that should be okay. And so let's go to sign up. And let's say I put like Scott. We should be able to get an error that the username was already taken. So I didn't add any password related errors, such as the password is too short. I'm sorry for that. I really didn't have much time to finish that, but at least I was able to add this stuff. So yeah, so after you're done with this, here we got all our requests, and we can just log out, and I can walk a little bit through my what I did here, my code. So first of all, I started with like the basic user application, like we're inheriting from ActiveRecord base. It was basically a very nice flow. What I learned is that you have to be able to control not one file at a time. You have to go back and forth through many, and it's really hard to make mistakes and to forget things if you're not paying attention 100%. So that was a little bit challenging, going back and forth between the controller and the view sometimes. But hopefully it was okay, and I learned a lot, and I won't do that many mistakes moving forward with that, and I won't forget changing something. But I think it's normal to forget the slash or something, or I don't know, to change, if you change the index name to home and now you forgot to change the view name, but I think this was very helpful and eye-opening to see. You realize how many apps that you use basically have this CRUD method. Like you create, you read, you update, and you delete. Like that's basically what it is, and like that's most of the apps, and how powerful it is to have a database in the back that backups so all your information is so important, and is so eye-opening to see how easy it is to have all this information, to be honest. So what I started doing is just started with the basics. I knew for sure that I was gonna, even if I didn't know what I was gonna do about my project, I knew that I was gonna have a user. So that's what I started with, just creating a model for your user. Um, my application controller, the first part is just setting it up, being able to do get, do, and just post whatever to make sure that you're online, that you're there. So this is what I did literally for most of the time, just making sure that I was online at all times. Um, when you have your user up, you'll be able to create your user controller and your views. So here in sessions, I have my views for login and my views for sign up. They're basically forms. They're doing is submitting information, posting information to the database. Um, so here we can see we have our get login do. We have a failed that we can do to see if the login is actually happening or not. Um, if if we failed, then we'll be able to go back to the login and see, okay, what happened, and it will give me. So like if we go to the to our views, if we go to the login, if failed, say wrong username or password. So that's what it will give us, right? So back to the user controller, we have our get with login. So the user will enter the information and post into the login. Will redirect to the home, and the home will welcome the user. And the same thing for the sign up page. You'll be able to get the sign up sheet and redirect to home if logged in, and we just post whatever the user created. We can say, see if there's any errors, and say if there's any errors, then something bad happens. So go back to the sign up page and show this to them, show this error is happening, as we saw. And yeah, so if everything goes well, the users should be saved into the database. As we saw in the rake, we can like go inside the rake through the console and access all the users that we have. And of course, we have our logout. And our logout has everything basically here. Our logout is going to be under, I think I said this, but under our layout. Our layout is going to have the logout. If it's logged in, we'll have the option to log out through anywhere they are. Moving on to our shows, we can see here, same thing. We created a model for. We created a model for our shows. The only thing that I have is that it belongs to user. The user obviously has many shows. And then for the shows, pretty much the same thing. You'll be able to create a new show, read the new show, or show the show, and go back to the index where we can show. That's the part where you click onto each into each show and you see all the information. So we see here. Okay. And sorry, there's something bothering me here in the show. What was it here? I think that should be fixing it, right? I think so. Okay, didn't fix it, but it's fine. I'll figure out in a little bit. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we have our show control here, and it's like I said, I'm trying to make it as restful as I can with the going to the method shows will show all the stuff. ID will like show a specific one. If you go to edit, we'll go to the edit site and then patch it, and then you'll delete it when you hit delete. And that's pretty much it for my project number 2. I'll fix that other stuff. Sorry about that, but I think that should be it. And hopefully this is okay. Thanks a lot, and see you later.